Okay, so I just did the short answer form to hopefully fit on Instagram. I still think I went like 2 minutes, so maybe it's going to be too long to put on Instagram. But answering the question, why the name Black Sheep FD? Well, it's cool, it's trendy, we've seen, no, that's not why. The reason I chose the name Black Sheep FD, okay, this is a little bit longer answer version, is because it's a throwback to the most enjoyable portion of my career, where I chose to go out to a slow station. They were moving the heavy rescue out to a slow station from the busy location that it was, and moving the ladder out there as well. Myself and a group of guys chose to follow that heavy rescue out there. I myself had been at busy stations the majority of my career, and we knew it was somewhat difficult to squeeze in trainings and whatnot when as you're running calls all the time. It's hard to sometimes touch base with skill sets that you don't use very often and you want to improve. We took this as an opportunity to go, okay, we're going to go out there and we're going to train. We're going to train a lot. We're going to improve. We're going to get better. I set a secondary goal of wanting to work out more, get more fit for the job, just be a better fireman across the board. In going out there, we did exactly that. We came together as a group, and in short order, we found, we were cautioned. I was cautioned blatantly by guys who were leaving that station, kind of being forced out, as the case may be, because they weren't heavy rescue certified, knowledgeable, so they weren't going to stay at that station. They weren't able to stay at that station. Those guys, almost in frustration, were looking at us saying, "You are going to be so slow. You think you're going to do all these things? You're going to have so much free time that you hard chargers. You're going to get all your stuff done in 2 weeks. And then you're going to be standing around with everything done, and you'll learn how painful it is to be slow, and just what a rough time it is out here because it's so slow. And so there you go. Enjoy. You're going to hate it." Well, we came together and we did a few things. So we made it a goal to work out as a crew every day that we're on duty. Not just once a shift, but every day we're on duty. In doing so, we looked at each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we didn't cater to anybody's one strength. We looked at where we all kind of needed to improve, and we've made these workouts kind of based around that. And it started, at a reasonable level, and over months, we increased our intensity and our ability, and it was wonderful. Training wise, so we looked at, how can we do this? How can we actually get training done every day? It came down to sometimes pre-planning, selecting trainings that were achievable, doable, in a fairly tight time allowance, as well as taking trainings that were in depth. And okay, this is going to take longer. We're going to cover this, and this. And just making a plan and making a goal and making it our priority, that whether we got it done in the morning or whether we ended up training at night to get it done, right? Because sometimes there's department things that you have to do. We were going to get it done and not be satisfied with excuses for not getting it done. What we found is, if you just shut up, if you just get to work, get your checkoffs done, look at all the things that you're going to have to do, and then you take the time that so many, if this is what you want and do, okay, but so many crews, so many guys, the volume of time that you lose when you start a shift and you get there and you kind of talk, blah, blah, blah. How was your weekend? What you doing? Okay, now I'm going to go down and check out the rig, and I'm going to chit chat, kind of throw out my check off. And then afterwards, we're going to meet in the kitchen and we're going to chit chat some more. And the amount of time you lose when you are talking, just kind of passing the time, shooting the shit, like that time was so valuable. So we learned that, okay, if I was being too long-winded with some kind of conversation or being unfocused, then the other guys would say, hey, okay, we got to go. If other guys were talking a lot, which then it fell upon me, like, hey, okay, we want to get this training done that we talked about, so let's go. Let's get to the store. Let's get our stuff done. Okay, we gotta do this. All right, let's go do it, and let's get to that training that we want to do. We found that we could train every shift, at least one time fire, at least one time heavy rescue. On occasion, if we've got a bonus medical in, then great. We found that we could, instead of turning on the news for lunch and for dinner, we could turn on training videos to supplement the physical training. When I say we were training every day, I'm not talking about sitting in the lazy boys training. I'm talking about training, and it was unequivocally the greatest time of my career. I felt fantastic. I felt confident. The guys around me felt fantastic. They felt confident. We were better physically. We were better mentally, and the strange phenomena that occurred, and hence creates the name Black Sheep FD, was that counter reaction that comes from crews for whatever reason, of giving you shit, giving you flack, questioning why you're doing this, why you being so that way, and you get criticism from your peers. Strange to me. Maybe we were at a slow station, taking full advantage, not being lazy, and that caused an adverse reaction to us from other crews. I still don't get it. I mean, I get it, but no. So anyway, Black Sheep FD. Okay, remembering those good years. All right, thanks.